We're the Wkgroup, and this is a window film comparison, starting off with a Solutia DR15, a very dark reflective film. Great where you've got very bright, glary areas. It's great at rejecting sunstrike. The second film is Solutia's newest line, the Interlogic line, that actually reflects radiant heat. We'll talk more about that. It's a lighter, more aesthetically pleasing film. Also good with sunstrike. This is their newest Solutia product, the VEP70, also great with radiant heat and a much lighter film yet. Here you have a heat lamp, clear plate glass, and a BTU meter. Turn on the heat lamp, the BTU meter goes up to about 173. The first film we're going to show is the DR15. You can see that it immediately drops that down to about 42. Significant drop. It's reducing the sunstrike dramatically. It's not as strong. It does do some rejection of the radiant heat, but it's not quite as strong as the next two films. For its application, it's fantastic, though. Here's the Solutia Interlogic VEP35. You can see it takes it all the way down to 26, yet it's a lighter, more aesthetically pleasing film. It'll take out some sunstrike, not as much as the previous darker film, and it reflects almost all the radiant heat energy, as you can see from the reading. This film is the latest Interlogic film. It's the VEP70. It's a much lighter film. Still rejects a lot of heat, rejects most of the radiant heat, takes it down to 74. It's great where you need more visibility, such as retail showcases, retail windows. But it's not going to be as good if you've got a big sunstrike issue. That's where you're going to need a darker, more reflective film. Here we have a very interesting comparison that's captured by thermal imaging photography. On the right, they're installing a standard R20 film, which has been around for decades. It's a reflective film that only lets 20% of the light through. Almost every manufacturer has some form of an R20 film. It's very common, and it's great for rejecting the sunstrike, but as you can see from the thermal imaging camera, it doesn't reject a lot of the heat. It rejects some of the heat. Now on the left, they're going to be installing the Interlogic VEP35. You can see it still has some reflectivity, so it'll provide some sunstrike protection. But if you look at the thermal image, it's reflecting almost 100% of the radiant heat. It's measuring at actually 93 to 95% of the radiant heat is being reflected by the film. Yet the film is still fairly visible, lets a lot of light through, and it's an aesthetically pleasing film. It has an emissivity rating of 0.07, which is significantly lower than the best emissivity of the lowest rated glass, low E rated glass, which comes in at about 0.3, 0.35. So this is better than the best windows you can buy. See how it's reflecting the heat? Then the R20 reflects very little, and the VEP35 reflects most of the heat. We're the Wkgroup. Thank you very much for watching this presentation, and we hope you think more about high efficiency window film.